And before we move into now specifically like the mind and the soul and transformation of our lives,
Yes.
I know the one question, everybody is like, yeah, it's great to be healthy, but people always want to know, will I lose weight? So, I mean, let's be honest, at the bottom line, that's what they want.
Yes, yes.
So if you focus on like strengthening your muscles,
Yes.
on your posture, on
Yes.
how does that help your body go back to its perfect natural setting, its default factory setting as per God?
Yes.
Does it?
Let me tell you, Mona, you've just struck gold right there.
Yeah.
Because when you're achieving, or when your aim is for health and to get healthy, those excesses of weight will fall off.
Okay.
So it's important for you to focus on being healthy for your mind, for your body, for your soul. You want to improve on your health.
Yeah.
Just making healthy choices on a day-to-day basis. Let me tell you, that default setting does come in.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Because something else I've realized about my body, when I over push myself,
Yeah.
it's like it holds on to every single bit of fat that it can. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I was like, but I've been doing 5 days, I've been running, nothing.
Yeah.
But when I just do a steady, natural progression, something that I can do, I can see myself doing
Yes.
for the next 5 years,
Yes.
it works.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. And this is something that I've done for many years. I'm now in my 40s.
What do you mean 40s?
I am in my 40s.
Really?
Yes,
Huh.
I am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful
done.
for the journey.
I like.
I'm grateful for the journey of life and following things that I love to do. And in that journey of purpose, I've been able not only just to share, it's not for myself, but also to share it out. And I think then the happy hormones, like I was telling you about the endorphins.
Endorphins,
Yes.
which you said for our people at home is
Happy hormones.
Happy hormones. Uh-huh.
So don't get it from chocolate.
No, really? No.
Healthy alternatives. Let your transformation for 2019 be healthy alternatives. Yeah. If you were taking a lot of junk, just think, what's a better alternative for this? That's the way your body will transform. And I'm grateful that you've brought me in the program at the beginning of the year to share about transformation, because that's the way we are able to change and make better choices for our wellness.
Yeah, as we progress. So tell me a little bit more about healthy options. Yes. I know you said you're not a nutritionist.
No, I'm not.
But you, as Cathy Kilonzo, what are some of your day-to-day meal? What kind of food do you eat on a daily basis?
My better alternative is making food at home. And for lunch at work, I carry my lunch from home.
Okay.
And if I need to take away something, I'll have yogurt. I'll have a fruit. Find what works for you.
Yeah.
And some people want to have fruit salad at night. However, fruit salad at night, you have a lot of sugar in the fruit.
Okay. So it sits.
Yeah, so the sugar is not needed at night.
Okay.
So unless you are going for some heavy activity where you need energy.
I wonder what.
Yes. However, stick to foods that will settle you down.
Okay.
Because when you get the sugar, you're on a high.
And I've always found for me, how I know whether or not a food is working for me is how my stomach feels afterwards.
Yes.
If I feel like there's a stone in my stomach, I know, okay, maybe I shouldn't have eaten rice and chicken at 10 p.m.
Yes.
for instance. Yeah.
Yes.
So it depends on, I think, how your body also feels by the time you're sleeping, for instance, right?
And in the morning also, some people have to wake up early for morning shift at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And if you haven't eaten since yesterday at 6,
that's a problem.
where do you get the energy? So you do need to find what works for you, because there's no hard and fast and say no eating at night.
Yeah.
And you have to wake up at 4 in the morning and take care of your family or take care of your work, or we have matatu drivers, they have to wake up so early. So what alternatives? Just choose better alternatives. Choose health for transformation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And as we're getting into transformation some more, let's talk about the personal transformation now, right?
Yes.
Like the mind and the soul, because you do, I know you're a very holistic person.
Yes.
Right? So in your own personal life, we were talking earlier about a lot of the time when people go through stressful conditions, it reflects on their body.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how have you navigated through some of that? I know like the past 3 years have been a bit hectic for you as far as your personal life is concerned.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
3 years ago, I suffered a lot of losses in my life. The first loss, I could call it the death of my marriage.
Okay.
And soon after that, I 6 months later, my father died. Actually, just before then,
Wow.
the nanny that I had, who was taking care of my daughter through my very stressful time in the marriage that I worked, she died.
Wow.
In January, because I walked out in October 2015. In January, my nanny died.
Wow.
In February, I lost a friend. April, my father died.
Wow.
And October of the same year of 2016, my mother died.
Same year.
Same year. It was a very stressful period. But how I can talk about coming out of that time, I stuck to the things that I love and the places I could feel safe. And that helped me a lot. I didn't lose my mind.
Yeah.
It was a very thin line because, of course, some of the turbulence and the storms were very, very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong. I mean, I've never gone through anything like that.
This was 2016 now.
2016.
Okay.
And having suffered that, I'm grateful that my body was able to handle the stresses of the storm. And I had much more responsibility taking care of my sick parents. My mom sadly died from cancer.
Okay.
My dad had meningitis. So I was taking care of them throughout the time and still working, still taking care of my daughter and the questions she had because we had walked away from the marriage that I was in. But I thank God for strength.
Where did you get the strength from? Because a lot of people would completely just
fall
crash.
apart.
Yeah.
Mona, I honestly can just say it's the grace of God. And then I've been living a healthy lifestyle. So just that balance helped me to go through. I did not how do I say? I did not get any LSDs. I didn't get high blood pressure. I didn't get overwhelmed with the stress.
Yeah.
It was very stressful. I'm still going through a bit of that overflow because soon after that, I was taking care of my brother and just managing him and all the properties of our family. And just in October of 2018, he died.
Okay.
Sadly, he was murdered.
Wow.
And that just catapulted now the whole thing.
Took you back.
Yes.
And then you have to start redealing
afresh.
with everything.
And we're only 2 kids.
Wow.
So now me taking care of
it's
everything.
just you from your immediate.
Exactly. But I thank God for the strength, and I thank God that I have things that keep me in my line of purpose, my passion. It drives me. When I think about a dance class that I have to do, the endorphins check in.
Yeah.
Of course, there's this hormone called cortisol, and when you're going through stress, it's produced in the body.
Cortisol, is that the fight or flight?
No. Cortisol is a stress hormone that is produced during stressful times. But fight or flight is the adrenaline.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Those
of
are
course,
yes.
Of course, yes.
So when you hear someone, the adrenaline is rushing up, that's a hormone actually.
Yeah.
So
cortisol, what is the danger
the
to the
danger,
body?
yes, it produces acid. Yes, and it's negative acid. But you need the endorphins, the happy hormones, and they allow the flow of blood, and your mind is in the right place. So I expose myself whenever I'm thinking about class or the place I'm going.
Yeah.
I have the endorphins, and they fight the cortisol.
The endorphins fight the cortisol.
Yes.
So I need to get more endorphins.
Exactly.
I think it's funny you should say that. I get a lot of acidic attacks.
Yeah.
And if I sit down and really watch it, you're right. It comes when either I'm too exhausted,
Yes,
or when I've been overthinking or overstressing about something.
Yes.
So that is the cortisol now.
That is the cortisol.
So when that happens, I need to pump in more.
Put on your music, your favorite music, get
endorphins.
on your find a way to just for yourself, uplift yourself. Find something that people pray, people dance, people whatever it is.
Walk in the woods.
Yes,
something.
Find your balance, and that has helped me. Apart from just a spiritual balance, where I pray, I talk to God, or I shout, or I cry, whatever. I find a release in that place. But my health has been in the right place, and I'm very grateful for that, because now I can be able to preach about health after having gone through various storms and stresses of life. So it is possible to go through hardship, to go through very turbulent times and still come out strong, because your body is, it's the vehicle that is going to take you to where you're going to be.
Yeah.
It's all that you got. Because if you're in hospital, you'll not be here.
That's true.
You'll not be able to impact the people that you're impacting through your program. So it's better for you to stay healthy and strong.
Yeah.
Find your place where you get that your peace of mind, your
the thing that brings
out, and
the endorphins. The thing that brings the endorphins for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that would be my encouragement for people in 2019. Just find that place.
Your happy place.
Your happy place.
And preferably your active happy place, not Netflix and chill.
No. And not habits that take you backward. Just think a better alternative. What else can I do apart from this?
So for you, when you were going through this particularly stressful period that you talked about earlier, 2016, I think it was.
Yes.
How did you manage to not fall into the negative food options, for instance? And I ask this because one of my sisters, I won't say which one because she'll kill me, she was going through a really stressful time. She was working and she was in campus at the same time. And so she said, like, she used to get off the matatu at Uhuru Highway near Anniversary Towers and then walk across to GPO. But every time she got off from the matatu, she'd walk into Chumi, buy one of those chocolates, those bars of chocolate. And by the big one. And by the time she got to GPO, she had finished it. She did this daily. And she put on, I think, a lot of weight. She put on, I can't remember, like 10, 15 kgs or something like that at that time.
Yes.
Of course, now she has worked it out and, she's lost it.
Yes.
So how did you stop from, my life is so stressful, let me just sit here, chips and ice cream on topping and just, how did you stop yourself from doing that?
It's actually very easy to fall into that comfort. That's why they call it comfort food.
Because it's the endorphins.
Yes, you're just looking for the endorphins because you're going through a stressful time, you want something to make you feel happy. But I wish she was here and I'd ask her if she could have looked for a maize guy instead of a chocolate guy. It would be cheaper.
That's true.
And just get maize and walk across, because then she'd get the energy.
A maize guy at the end of the street.
Yes. And she'd actually have energy. It would fill up her tummy with good fibers and just the better alternative. And she'd have not put on the 15 kilos that she had to work hard towards. Just plan ahead. Even if you're going through your stressful time, you're having so many things on your plate, your work and all that, plan your meals. Plan your day.
Ahead of time.
Because you just find you're so hungry, you walk into a chips shop because it's
it's instant.
Yes, it's even cheaper.
Or a sandwich quickly.
Yes. So just look at options. Go on the net now. We are so exposed to internet has so much information. What are healthy alternatives? So, or if you need to speak to a nutritionist, go to a professional. Even when you're going through a rough period, don't slip into just the easy, quick food that will give you comfort. Just think about your body. You want to preserve your body. You want to take care of and take food that will build your cells, not kill your cells. Because if you're eating
that. Say that again. Take food
that will build your cells and not kill your cells.
I like that.
Yeah, because there's foods they're building blocks. They're compound foods. So you want to make those choices on a day-to-day basis. So for anyone who's listening out there, I just encourage them, whether you're going through your stressful or your happy moments, stick to better alternatives.
Because that is something that you can actually control.
Yes.
You probably can't control whatever stress that you're going through or whatever happened to cause you that was outside of you.
Exactly.
But this is something that you can do from inside.
Yes.
So,
the things that you can control, just take care of, especially your body. I want to encourage someone, you don't have to be a trainer like I am. You can be somebody who just loves to exercise or you love to do activities on a day-to-day basis. Make it your lifestyle. Make it fun.
Yeah, make it fun. I think that's the most important thing. Make it fun. If every day you're thinking of it and you're stressing, that's probably not the right exercise for you.
No, it's not.
I mean, that's not to say that every time I'm about to do yoga, I'm like, yay, or I'm about to swim. No, it's not every day, but it's not a constant stress.
Yes,
you know,
it's not stressful. You enjoy it.
Yeah.
And willing and able to bring people along with you? Are they able to participate with you? That's definitely something that you are enjoying.
Yeah.
So that would be a key to just look, am I able to tell my friends about it? Oh, I'm doing this, and that's that's the thing about health. It can be shared out. Yeah, and people always have a positive, apart from the diets, I'm anti-diets.
They don't work for me.
No, they don't
at
work for
all.
people. And even if you do have to get to a certain goal by a certain time, make it sustainable. That way, plan it.
Yeah.
And talk to a nutritionist.
Okay.
Don't go on the internet and just pull out something and then say this worked for me.
Yes.
No. Different people, like we said, have different body types and responses. And then we're in Africa.
Yeah.
So be careful, be logical about what you're putting in.
Because some of those diets, even like you look at the ingredients, you're thinking, where? By the time you finish,
rhubarb.
You spend like 10,000 shillings on 3 meals. It's not even making
and you could
sense.
just go and pluck some lemons from. Go to Marikiti.
Or less.
Yeah. I must confess something, Mona. My daughter, because I told her she loves her crepes and we're not going to eat crepes anymore. You know what she told me? But you are the one who buys them for me.
Wow.
It was a reality check.
Yeah.
Like, but mom, you're the one who buys.
Yeah, so it's here, so I'll eat it.
So I said, okay, then can we buy nuts and popcorn? She was like, just buy fruits. Yes. My own child.
As you told.
Yes.
Yeah, just buy fruits. What are you talking about?
Buy fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my favorite fruits are grapes. Yeah. And we are at grapes and oranges and bananas. We don't do junk at all now. We've eliminated junk. And that was just through a conversation we had with her.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm really grateful that I've been able to pass on. And through a conversation, we've completely changed. Our pantry has changed.
Nice.
Our store.
It's fine. It's an age thing. Oh, pantry.
Yes.
Which has changed now.
Our store has changed. We just have fruits.
So, Cathy, tell me, earlier on when we were talking, before we went on camera, you mentioned to me what you guys called FIT, F-I-I-T.
F-I-T-T.
F-I-T-T.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about that.
FIT are principles of fitness. It stands for frequency, intensity, type, and time.
Okay.
So frequency just elaborates about how often you're going to be exercising. And I think we touched on that.
Yes, earlier.
And I was encouraging people at least 30 minutes every day. Yeah. If you can do an hour, maybe 3 times a week.
You do the hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're not able to do that, how about parking your car and just walking
a longer distance?
Yes.
Then 15 to work, 15 back to your car.
Yes.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be activity.
You don't have to change into workout clothes.
No, just get comfortable shoes, walk to work, and come back. I think Sonko tried to do that for us.
By force.
By force. But when you make it a conscious, just for your health, it's even better. Intensity, you want to push yourself a little further. You don't want to be doing just your 30 minutes from January to December.
Yeah, in the same way.
No.
Yeah.
You want to increase the intensity by maybe you want to participate in the annual marathon. Yeah. Whichever marathon it is, or it's a dance marathon, it's a running marathon, or a yoga marathon. Yes. So expose yourself to just something that's a little harder.
I get what you're saying. So find something, if it's 3 times a year, that's going to make you push to be ready for it.
Exactly, that push is the intensity. Yeah. And so by the time you're coming back to your 30 minutes, you'll realize, no, I can do 40 with ease. I can do an hour with ease. So no, I can go to the advanced class rather than staying in the beginner's class. You were talking about HIIT yoga.
HIIT yoga, exactly. Yeah.
And by the time you're doing that, you don't want to go for the
slow,
beginner's
class.
That's true. So that your intensity improves your agility and your endurance. Okay. So then there's from frequency, intensity, there's type, the type of exercise that you choose. Like I was saying, for me, my encouragement is make it fun. Yeah. But though it's fun, also do the other things, like eat the broccoli. The broccoli would be do the resistant exercises. Yes. Women don't like doing the resistant, like bicep curls or whatever exercises that push your muscles a little further. Yeah. than you would normally do it. So that type of exercise, variate it.
Variate it, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So variate it, have various options. Maybe on Monday you do this, Tuesday you do this, Wednesday you do this.
So don't do the same thing.
Yeah, it gets boring.
Yeah.
I love to dance. I can't do it every day.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
love it, but it can get monotonous. So I add on maybe my weight training on some days. Other days I go for insanity workout. I just expose myself. I make it a variable. So I change
the tempo also,
yes.
and which muscle to using for what.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You got the drift. You're with it. So apart from the frequency, intensity, the type of exercise, and then the time. So time, not whether to do it in the morning or evening. That's up to you. Find what works for you.
So there's no perfect time. I know some people are like, wake up at 5 and work out.
That's the regime, and maybe they're more alert in the morning. They're more productive in the morning, and more people are productive in the evening. I find that some people who, when I used to do spin classes, and I did, yes, I told you I was a spin teacher, and I do the evening spin, I'd still be on adrenaline, and that
would be me now.
Yes.
If I was doing the 5 a.m. spin,
and then I end up, my sleep would catch up with me at 11 or midnight. So just find out what works for you. If you have a morning shift and you have to wake up early, that wouldn't work so well. So just find out your balance for time. But time would be how much time are you putting into your workout, into your exercise. On a day-to-day basis, how many times are you standing, getting off your office seat, stand up, maybe after 10 minutes, walk around, make sure you go to the furthest water point.
Or the furthest toilet.
Yes. And get moving.
Get moving.
Yeah. But have time for your exercise. Put aside time. Make it an appointment for yourself.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
An appointment for yourself. This
Exactly.
is for me.
Yes. Yeah. Don't do it for people. Don't do it for society to look a certain way. When you do the thing for yourself, and it always shows when someone comes out from the gym and they walk out feeling good, they've put on, even if it's the simplest dress, just the aura, the confidence that they have, they're able to face whatever the day has in front of them. So put in time for your workout, whether it's 20 minutes a day, or you want to do 30 minutes, or you want to do an hour. Yeah, don't push it too much for 2 hours a day. You're going to wear out.
Tired.
Yes, because you still have the rest of the day, or you've been working the whole day, and then you want to work out 2 hours. Just put aside time on a day too. So those are the principles of some of the principles. There's various, but for me that works. It's a very easy way. Fit. F-I-T-T.
F-I-T-T.
Yes.
Fit.
Yes.
Okay. Frequency, intensity,
Type, and time.
I feel like we still have so much more to discuss.
Yes.
One of the things that I know we have to come back and talk about is the pursuit of passion, right? Because I know you have some very interesting stories over that topic. And I remember like we were laughing when we were on the break and we were like, we used to hustle.
Yes,
right?
the hustle was real.
The hustle was real.
Yes.
And it's just about following exactly what it is that you want to do.
Yes.
And for you, in turn, helping other people.
Yes.
And this is about being wholesome in our bodies and how we keep our bodies, because your bodies, it really is your vessel, isn't it? Like you said, if it's not working.
It's your vehicle.
If it's not working, you're not working.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll come back and talk about, at a later date, we'll come back and talk
I'll
about
be happy to share that story with you.
I think I will laugh a lot. Knowing some of the stories.
I'll have to write down which areas of Nairobi I did not live. Because, yes, I was all over this city just pursuing my passion.
And trying to find a roof over your head
yes.
as you do it.
Yes.
And now look at what you're doing. So it worked.
Yes,
the hard work paid off.
Yes.
And I think the hard work pays off also for our physical bodies when we keep doing it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Cathy, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the little workout that we're gonna do after this.
Yes.
Please don't make it too hard for me. Do not embarrass me, please.
Mona, you're a dancer. Show the people that you can jig.
Maybe you'll be hanging, I don't know, from the roof or something.
No.
Okay, so we're looking forward to that.
Yes.
So everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't go away. We're coming back with a little dance segment between Cathy and I. Pay more attention to Cathy than to me. She's the one who knows what she's doing. But thank you so much for watching. Our first episode was about transformation, and it's about just changing our lives from the inside out, our bodies, our minds. And when you change your body, you change your mind, you change your soul, you know, and we operate in a more holistic way. So that's what our topic was about this week. And we wish you a happy 2019. Make it work, make it count, be consistent, have long-term goals, and just chip away at them little by little by little, and we will definitely get there. Thank you. This is Life with Mona. Mwah. Okay, so Cathy, here we are.
Yes, we are.
You ready?
Are you ready for your endorphins?
I'm ready. Yeah, right, so if you're watching at home, I hope you've changed into your workout clothes, and let's have fun with this. Endorphins, loading.
Yes, this is Afrobics, African dance aerobics. So just let yourself go, have fun, and just move. Just move like me.
Like you?
Yes.
Oh, that's a bit of a challenge.
Pressure.
That's a bit of a challenge. Okay.
So I think we just let the drums roll. We have Peter and Levi. So this is African percussion, and just groove with the music. Sawa. aerobics.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I hope you can hear me.
Look at you sweating and
I know,
all
right?
glowing,
Yeah.
actually.
Cathy,
done.
thank you so much. I need to come for your classes.
You need to come.
I think I'll get to my goals faster.
Phil Fitness Center every Saturday
What time?
from 10 to 12.
From 10 to 12.
Yes.
Feel Fitness Center.
Yes.
Feel Fitness Center every Saturday from 10 to 12. If Cathy makes me keep doing this, I swear to God, I won't be able to breathe.
No, you were having fun. Look at
No,
you.
it was amazing. It was
Yes.
amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We'll see you next time. This is Life with Mona. Mwah.